Hey y'all, it's April here, and I wanted to go over how to turn off the detailed targeting when we are working on certain audiences within the campaigns of ads on Facebook ads. Because if we don't turn off that detailed expansion, then it will water down our audiences. So then it kind of, for example, if we're running it to horse people that are interested in, say, a certain magazine, but then we click that button to expand our audience, it could actually just go to somebody that may just even like a horse, not really even know much about a horse. So it kind of really water it down. So we want to avoid that. So my tip is to always, when we are thinking about doing the detailed interests, so those would be like colder audiences, and I will show it once I kind of go in here. I just want to talk about it a little further before I jump right in. When we are doing colder audiences or detailed interests, is kind of, I put those two together. These are people that don't know who you are, or may have never really come across any of your information so far, even this particular business that you're in. You may have multiple businesses, but they don't know about this particular one. I used to do conversion ads for pretty much almost a lot of what we used to do, but with all the changes that have come around these past couple of years, with Facebook and their ads, and with the iOS drop and such with the updates, a lot of things have changed. So within conversions, you actually cannot turn off that detail expansion box. So when we are running to a colder audience, I do recommend running traffic ads, or the objective traffic. And I will start walking through that now. So this is just my ad account, and I'm just kind of walking you through how I do some things here. So we will do create. Some of this will pop up. So I'm going to run, like I said, a traffic campaign. So we're going here. All right. So, and then a screen like this should pop up. You want to be as detailed as you want to be in some of this stuff. So just because I've been using this as groundbreaking opt-in. So I have a lead magnet or such. So I'm just going to name it that. Sometimes I even put a date depending on when we're doing some of this testing. So then we want to come down here, and that we want to make sure that that objective actually stayed to traffic, and it did. And I will talk later on about this campaign budget optimization, so also known as CBO, or ad set budget optimization, or also called as ABO, but we'll dive into that in another video. So what we're really going to be impacted in this is our ad set level, which is, I put ad set and audience almost as they're the same thing in a way, because our ad set, we are creating that audience. So of course we can talk about budget and such later on. So what I've been talking about is creating a new audience. So we're going to come in here. You can select your locations. And I can go over further on locations and such too, but I wanted just to kind of focus in on this part right here, detailed targeting and such. So let's say we are running, since we focus a lot on horses in here, maybe we're doing all horse magazines. So Horse Illustrated, sometimes it takes a second for this to work. There we go. So don't give up on it if it takes a second to realize what you're doing. So Horse and Rider is usually a magazine, but sometimes you got to make sure it's not popping up as an interest. There you go. Or like a different thing than the other magazines. So then you can do suggestions, or if you can think of other magazines. And right now I'm completely blowing a blank. Man, I'm really drawing a blank right here, but you can have multiple horse magazines within this. And I know because I've created them before, I just can't think of them right now. But then what you can do is then you want to make sure this box is not checked. So if you check this box, you'll see, I think this actually even drops, or it gets larger. Yeah. So that means it's really going to water down this audience. If you uncheck it, it's more detailed into who's actually interested in these two things. If you click that, it grows crazy. Like these people could just be like, oh, I liked a horse in the past, like, or I petted a horse or something. Like, it's not going to be someone that's really detailed into your thing. So this is why especially with colder audience, this is why you should run them in traffic and make sure you uncheck that. I'm a firm believer in that. Of course, some may disagree. And of course, this isn't really even attacking what, the strategies between age and gender, but this is just on that detailed targeting and expansion thing. So that is one of the reasons I am really wanting to stress that in one of these videos. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. You can leave it with inside the course, or you can drop a comment below, and I will be happy to answer any of those questions or even make another video if needed. So, and I will be making a ton more videos on audiences and some strategies behind some of the audiences and how to even create them. So make sure you stay tuned. See y'all later.